I'm by your train.
Yeah, we're drinking in the morning all the way through Friday night. Heading toward the weekend, getting good and tight. Running around the building with our beer bong by our side. Playing a little beer pong, cause our sponsor's Miller Lite. Drinking all day ain't wrong, till the 501 is gone. It's just another happy hour that lasts the whole day long. And take off all your clothes. Time likes to disrobe. If you don't like to touch too much, better find another show. Drinking in the morning. Psycho Stick starts it off. John Perry's the caboose. Somewhere in the middle, that's where the train gets loose. It's a one-way ticket to midnight. Can't find a better way. When you're drinking in the morning, it ain't just another day. We'll be drinking all day long till the 501 is gone. It's just another happy hour that lasts the whole day long. Taking off all your clothes. Time likes to disrobe. If you don't like to touch too much, better find another show. Yeah, drinking in the morning. Drinking in the morning. Drinking in the morning all day long. Yeah, drinking in the morning. We're drinking in the morning. We're drinking in the morning all day long.
I sang along the whole time. I don't know why I'm so excited. Oh, yes, I do.
Why are you so excited?
But yeah.
The Salsa King of Chicago is here.
He's here.
It's Marty. Do you have a crown, Marty? An actual crown that you ever wear as a prop or something?
I did make one for Halloween last year. So yeah, I actually
You went
made
as
two.
yourself?
I did go
He
as
went as
myself.
the Salsa King. Did you wear like the chef coat and the
I had the chef coat,
the blender in one hand and the salsa in the other, like
I
your
didn't
little
have a
cardboard
blender.
cutout?
I didn't have the salsa. I just had the
Wait a
crown
second.
and
You
the
came
chef
to
coat.
a party with no salsa as yourself?
It was actually a bar.
He's
I went
always
to
got salsa.
Sundance.
Yeah.
You know Sundance.
Yeah. So we're going there tomorrow night for
Yeah,
Breast Fest
Yeah,
with Modern Day
I'll be there.
Romeos.
I'll be
Yeah.
there.
So I met him because I know the guys in Modern Day Romeos, and we're hanging out. I think it was Chris's house at a party. Was it New Year's Eve or what party was that? I don't remember what it was. Anyway, some party.
Yeah, I think they came back from vacation or something.
Anyway, we're at a party, and Marty's there, and he's got his salsa, which had just then started like going into production and being a thing you could get at stores and things.
Correct.
You were making it yourself and going to like his store. You were making it yourself and going to like farmers markets
Correct.
and things, selling your salsa.
Correct.
And it was because people were like, you would make salsa and people were like, it's damn good, right?
Yeah. Was working down in the city. I'm a financial advisor by trade, 25 years working downtown and making it for the office. And they acted like I cracked the code of salsa for some reason.
It is different. It is delicious. And it's not like regular salsa. It's kind of like Pico de Gallo and salsa had a baby.
Yeah,
maybe.
I love
right.
trout.
Right. Yeah. As the T-shirt says, it's hot in your mouth, but not out your butt. It's very.
It makes you young again.
It makes you young again.
Yeah.
It makes me young. And now I post pictures of it and I call it the Precious because it's hard to find for a while. So then I had it at this party, and you were just getting into like where you could buy it at other places besides farmers markets. It went into production. This just came out of nowhere for you, right?
Correct. So, like I said, I was working downtown, making it for the office, and COVID happens, and people are asking for my recipe, and I was sending it to them via text. I had it saved in my text on my phone, and then they wouldn't make it. I would follow back up with them, and they were too lazy to go shopping.
I've made salsa once. It was a lot of work.
It's a lot of work,
and it turned out like crap. It was not good. Mine was not good.
So I saw kind of like an opportunity there. I was actually thinking about getting into stores. They were actually convincing me to get it in the stores.
It's hard to get space in stores. The fact that your product is in stores is a badge of honor because there's only so much space. They've only got so much space, so they've got to. For you to get a spot, they had to boot something else out. You know. So actually, you went into what stores?
Initially, I went into Fresh Time. So Fresh Time. There was about 9 in the Chicagoland area.
There's one in Kenosha. There's one to here.
Right. So
and it makes sense, Fresh Time, because your stuff is all fresh.
Right. So the kits that I actually started making kits first. So 2 summers ago, summer of 21, I came up with this idea to do kits because people were too lazy to make it.
Right.
And too lazy to shop and chop and wash and follow recipes. Yeah. So I designed a kit sitting around like some friend's house, like Shannon and Chris, and the island that you hang out at the Perfect's house. You know, we're sitting around there talking, and I came up with this idea of doing a kit with all the ingredients that someone needed to make salsa, already chopped, washed, measured, that just dropped in a blender and you zap it. And
the tomato was in the kit.
I had a box of tomatoes, so they were salsa ready. All right. So if you put a whole tomato in there,
these tomatoes are salsa ready. Hurry, there's an emergency. Do we have any salsa ready tomatoes? How does Mariana? Let me interrupt you here. How does one make a tomato salsa ready? Because my tomatoes at home are crap. They are not salsa ready.
You get the chopper.
You get to the chopper. You got to do your Schwarzenegger. Get to the chopper. We need the salsa. So how does one make a tomato salsa ready?
Yeah, if you drop the tomato out of the garden or from the grocery store in a blender, it's just going to foam up. It's not going to turn into. So you have to stew it and peel it and seed it and
get
salsa
ready.
You give it like a cold water bath, right?
Sure.
Okay.
I've never.
That seemed like he didn't want you to feel bad, so he's just like,
sure. Not agree.
Yes.
He did not agree.
Give it a glass of wine, let it sit there for a while.
Watch this. I can turn her mic off.
And then I can turn it back on.
And then I can fade it down.
Okay.
Well, actually I use cans of tomatoes. So I've been using cans of tomatoes because they're salsa ready.
Yeah.
And
salsa ready.
So to put a can into a kit was a little too heavy. So I researched and I got these tomatoes from Italy that were in a box. So there was light. So I went to farmers markets with kits 2 summers ago for people to go and make salsa.
Their own salsa.
In their homes. So I got
it's like on Thanksgiving when I go to Barbecued Productions and I get all the Thanksgiving stuff and I take it home and I put it in my own containers so it looks like I did that.
Yeah.
Like, wow, your food is really good. You smoked a turkey. I'm like, yes. They're like, can I see your smoker? And I'm like, I loaned it to the neighbors.
Yeah. We share it.
So you can go home and make salsa and it looks like you're making salsa and it turns out like Salsa King salsa and you're like, those tomatoes are salsa ready. All right. Yeah.
So kind of like HelloFresh and all those other stores that are online shopping, they ship it to you. And you have a hand in making it. So
I did Blue Apron was great. I loved it. Yeah.
So you have a hand in making it.
I made way better food than I could. And this is the same with salsa.
Right. So I did that for the first summer in 21 a couple of months ago. End of the summer, I was asked to do a food truck at a brewery. And it was the first time I made salsa. I had it in a container and served it with chips. And it was in Long Grove at a brewery there. And then I did a fest in Highwood, the Pumpkin Fest.
Leah went to that.
Yeah,
this past weekend.
She loves Highwood. I love Highwood. We go there every April 20th. I'm not saying why.
Okay. Wink, wink,
yeah.
wink, wink. Yeah,
which, by the way, when I post pictures of your salsa, full disclosure, I am high as a kite. I have a gummy, and about an hour later, I start eating your salsa, and I don't stop. I eat a whole container.
A machine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I pitched it to Fresh Time that same month in October 2 years ago. And
how do you go in and they taste it, and they're like, get on our shelves.
Yeah, how does that even?
These tomatoes taste so salsa ready.
I got connected with the manager, and they said, "Yeah, bring it in." So one Friday night, I brought it in there. The next Saturday morning, they had a potluck, a Halloween potluck with all their employees. This is exactly 2 years ago. Put the salsa out with everybody else's food, and the employees were immediately telling the manager, "You got to get this in the store. I'll buy 2 a week." And so immediately, I got into one store. And then the freshness director for all the Fresh Times from
the freshness director.
That's what I want my next job.
What's your job? Yeah. I'm the freshness director.
Director of freshness.
I go about the store pinching everything. Yes. Are those tomatoes salsa ready? Yes. Are they fresh? Let me pinch them. All right.
So he went around, or he took one of mine home, loved it, and then started taking pictures of it and sending to all the store managers from Fresh Time, from Green Bay all the way down to Joliet, saying, you got to get this in your store. And all the stores started calling me, can you bring it? Can you deliver it? When can you get it here? So quickly I went from 1 to 12 stores. And like,
so
the whole
when do you leave your house and your blender and go to a, well, I want to know that coming up. Okay. Because you're not still making it all in the kitchen.
It's 9:12. Marty's got a beer and we got none.
We're going to start the beer song.
Boy,
We'll play the beer song. We're going to have a beer, and then we'll have some salsa coming up.
Okay.
I want to know how we went from kitchen to factory or whatever. So, salsa ready tomatoes, ready to be consumed. This is the best
This
day of your life.
actually might be the
this
best day of my life, other than when my children were born, blah, 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 blah.
All right, so Marty is here, the salsa king of Chicago. We're going to find out more about that in just a couple of minutes. And I put the salsa on. I think we're doing it in the wrong order. This is the hot. This is the hot.
We're just going right.
We're going to go right for the hot.
Yeah.
We're not going to have the mild. We're not going to have the medium. We're going to have the hot. Have you had it?
I've had Salsa King. I don't know which
you couldn't find the hot for a while in like
in the
stores and stuff. And this is what I eat when I eat it, and it's painful. Hot in your mouth, but not out your butt.
Not out your butt. Oh, now it's out your butt.
Just making it cooler and cool. It's got to go on a t-shirt. Smell it. Smell it. It's like a fine wine. Now smell it.
Oh, we're smelling it. Are we taking a shot of this right now?
Sip, swirl, suck, swallow.
I'll take a shot.
You got chips. You're gonna have a shot of salsa.
You're gonna have a shot of salsa.
Shot of salsa.
No, I got tequila.
We're doing salsa shots, and we got beers, and cheers. So we're going right to the hot.
Yeah.
Cheers.
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 Cheers. Cheers. Cheers, everyone. Cheers.
Beer
all
first.
around.
Beer first.
All around.
Cheers, Tim. You're too far.
Okay, we're gonna drink now. Beer first.
Mm.
And then some hot on a chip, Salsa King salsa.
Okay. Thank you for telling me to put it on a chip.
I put a lot on. Don't do the shot. And just wait.
It's so good though.
At first, you're like, "There's nothing special."
Mm-hmm. Oh man, there it is.
And then as you eat it, it's not like regular salsa.
What do they call that on the back end? It hits you on the back end.
Yeah, on the back end.
Yeah.
These
but it doesn't come out the back
These
end.
are salsa ready
Well,
tomatoes.
it
I will
comes
tell you
out
that.
the back end.
Yeah,
Tim.
but
It's
not
just
hot.
not hot.
No.
It's a
That
wait,
is how
wait for it
digestion-
heat.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that.
Well, I'll be sweating.
Yeah. Oh, what? Wait a second.
Oh, she goes. Oh,
But I'm going for more.
Oh.
So
I can't stop eating it. It will
so
be
good.
painful. I'll be sweating. I'll sit on the couch. I'll be sweating and eating it and going, this hurts. And you'll all come out. I'm like, but it hurts. And she's like, why are you eating it? I can't stop. And we'll have, I have like mild or medium in the fridge, but I'm eating the hot. They taste about the same.
Yeah, it's the same recipe. It starts with the mild. The mild is the recipe, and then the peppers go for the heat and the flavor.
Yeah.
So everybody has a different tolerance.
How do you do it? Is
It's
there
so
is there
good.
like more peppers, or is it different peppers for the different
peppers.
heat?
It's
So
all
what
different.
pepper?
What is in the
this?
hot?
So
yeah.
the mild starts out no peppers. The medium is a jalapeno,
Mhm.
only jalapenos. This is a hot version. This one has serrano peppers and habaneros in it.
Ooh.
So it's a double. We call it the blend.
So good.
Thank you. Thank
So,
you.
a family recipe, or you're
Yeah.
just dicking around in your kitchen?
No,
or
no,
what?
it's
Yeah.
actually my mom's family recipe. She would make it. She made a different version of it. And my brothers and I made our own kind of version of it too. So it was a derivative of her original recipe.
All right. Is mom still with us, or did she?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's
Oh,
still with us.
good. I'm
Lives in
glad she's-
Chicago.
Does she want a piece of the action? Is she?
No, she's just
Really?
watching it all happen.
Yeah. So at some point, we talked about that you got into Fresh Time. At some point, now you're in Jewel, or
Right.
if you live in Illinois, Jules with
Yeah,
the
I
nest
had to
that's
ask.
not there.
So yeah, I was in Fresh Time. A high school buddy who was following me on Facebook saw that I was in Fresh Time, and he just sent this little post. Hey, we do a lot of work with Fresh Time. Me coming from sales, I follow every opportunity. So I reached out to him, and turned out his brother is a food broker. He's like, you have to make an appointment with my brother. So went into his brother's office that morning, 10 o'clock, had an appointment, told him my story, had my all my banners and everything you
Your
see here all
presentation,
laid
yeah.
out. Yeah, just like we have on the table here.
It's like you're on Shark Tank.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
So his office comes in after we told the story. They start sampling it, and they're losing their minds. They think that it's like the greatest salsa they ever had. And while we're kind of sampling it, he just messages over to Jewel buyer, hey, I've got this guy in my office. He calls himself the Salsa King of Chicago. So the timing of everything in life really worked out here, because Jewel happened to be opening up a brand new salsa set in their produce department. And he's talking to the guy whose idea it was to bring a salsa set to produce. It's coming in a couple months.
This is it.
So
Light
he's
bulb
like,
over his head.
he shut the meeting down. He said, I gotta go. Jewel wants to see this right now. They love the name, they love the logo, they want to try it. So took it to took everything that I had brought there to Jewel, to that buyer. Later on that afternoon, I'm at my son's baseball game at the high school, and he sends me a text, and he says he sends me a screenshot from the buyer, and it's like, that stuff, and he didn't say stuff, is really good stuff.
There was an expletive.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So I don't know, if we can say that.
No.
Thank you for censoring yourself,
Yeah.
Salsa King.
Yeah.
It's
But-
impressive.
That's what the buyer
My
said.
mouth right now is that
Yeah,
expletive.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that coming out your butt won't be
It won't. It's
yeah.
hot in your mouth, but not out
in
your butt. Yeah.
So that same day that I brought it to the broker, Jewel wanted it that day. It was one day to get in the jeweler. So when you were saying before
It's
how hard
to
it
get
is
into
to get into
stores.
stores,
It's impossible to get into stores with your products, but you one day in.
Yeah. and this is, the first kit I sold was June of 21. This was like May of 22. It wasn't even a year
Wow.
in the
Wow.
business, and I wasn't even doing salsa.
When did you
containers.
quit the financial job? Did you quit it yet, or are you?
At that time, I did. Yeah,
Yeah.
at that time, I did.
You gotta
'Cause-
go full time. with
You're
this.
like, I gotta get these
Yeah, I'm trying to
tomato
promote it.
salsa ready.
I just got into one store, and
Good
I
job.
kind of wanted to grow it. And,
Went fast.
yeah. So
So what other stores are, because
Mine gone.
yours is gone. Okay.
Wow.
I'm not there yet.
I gave you a big portion
I'm
too.
sweating. My nose is running. I'm in pain, and I want more.
More.
It's good. It clears out the sinuses.
There's something in it. There's like some crack or
Yeah.
meth or I don't know, Viagra.
And there's
I don't know. I
something
like it.
addictive.
I like it
That
much.
It's
You
Crack,
gotta-
meth, Viagra cocktail.
combo. Yeah, that's hot in your mouth, but not out your butt.
delicious.
So you got in what stores? Are you in all the? You're not in all the jewels.
I am in all the jewels.
All of them.
So this set was going, they call it a planogram, was going in every single jewel store. So when you're in, you're in. So
You're
I
in.
started
Yeah.
with when you were saying before you couldn't find the hot. They only wanted mild and medium at first. So this was
Tell us how you really feel.
about 13 months ago.
Yeah.
And then they usually, after a few months, reevaluate the set. and
I
then-
was posting pictures of me having hot, and people who had gotten it at Jewel were messaging me going, how do you have the hot? Where do you get the hot? And I'm like, well, you have to get invited to Chris Perfect's house, and the Salsa King shows up, and he walks in, and he doesn't have anything. He's like, hold on. He goes out to the car and brings in the hot. And you're like, he's got, and then I'll send pictures to Yola. I go, Salsa King was there. I got a hot. So
Yeah, and sometimes I meet you at like your 501.
Yeah,
I just randomly walk up to you with the salsa
Thinking of the
container.
hot. So Jewel must have got word like people wanted
People
the hot.
want the hot.
Yeah, so they reevaluated the
I am
set,
sweating.
threw some, maybe canceled some others and brought my hot in. So that was in right over the Cinco de Mayo weekend. It was perfect timing. So
I'm not a big guy. Like I like hot food. I gotta have hot food. I'll eat hot food. Sometimes I enjoy hot food, but for some reason, I prefer the hot, painfully hot Salsa King salsa. And people eat it and go, "Well, what a puss!" It's not like hurt you hot, but my mouth is warm. I'm sweating. Tim
It's
is
there. Yeah,
Tim is
I got
wiping
I
his
got some sweat.
forehead.
Yeah,
My nose is running.
But it's not hot to the point where I'm like, I don't want to eat this, but it is hot.
Still keep eating it.
it's a couple of pretty smoking peppers. It's not made to not sell it, so you got to make it at the perfect temperature. So it's all a balance of ingredients. So it's not only the heat going on, like a hot sauce would just be one taste, one flavor, one heat, right? Like if you had a hot sauce, but with salsa and when it's fresh, there's 7 things going off in your mouth. That's why people like it.
Somehow the heat makes the flavor pop more.
Right.
Or something. I don't know. Because I'll eat the others and they're great. But
Right.
I just like the hot.
That's why people like the ones with the peppers more than the mild.
I want to know how you go from kitchen to mass production and remain.
It's hit me.
The quality remains. We'll talk about that coming up. I'm going to get another beer, I think, and let my nose run for a while. And it is 9:23. Salsa King, the Salsa King of Chicago is here. We'll talk about the nickname coming up. You can see this all on TomTube live video streaming up and running now. It's happy hour, 9:23.
It's 55.
Right, it's painfully hot.
Painfully hot, but I want more.
Good, I want more. I don't understand. Need a career? I'm talking about the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 117, the only registered electrical apprenticeship training center in McHenry County. My mouth is on fire. Be part of a team, highly in-demand career that provides great wages, great benefits, health insurance, and a retirement plan. And you can work anywhere in the country as a union electrician. Earn while you learn with their 5-year apprenticeship while you accumulate no debt. Look, if you don't love your job, your career, whatever, check it out. Go online today. IBEW117.org. The cushioned, the cushioned pads of my headphones are moist.
Why is Tom Cam not in?
I turned it off because
Why?
I want to shoot what Marty's setting up over here. The Salsa Kings.
Because this is on all of my faces, every angle of Leah's face, and
Leah's face is right.
I am so red. I'm on fire.
You're hot. You're on fire.
Oh shoot.
Gosh darn golly.
Oh yeah, I would like some. I would like some medium salsa, and I'm a habanero. Like I am a mango habanero eater. When it comes, it's delicious. Don't get me wrong, but I think I need both salsas to be able to switch back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not a big. I just stick with the hot, and it doesn't like it's coming down now. It comes down quickly,
Yeah,
which
it
I
does.
also like.
So then you go back for more.
Right, I love this stuff.
Well, thank you, Marty. Salsa King. I'm sorry. Thank you, sir. Salsa
your
King.
Royal Highness,
Yes.
I believe, is what you're supposed to say.
Get it right, would you?
Try the medium. Try the medium and talk to him about the medium. Tell him about the medium.
All right, let me try the medium. I got a question.
Okay.
That's why she was swinging her finger around at you.
Yeah. What? And this is a question that I ask myself every time I'm in the store. Mild, medium. Which one is hotter?
Medium.
Medium is hotter. So
Right.
it goes mild,
What do you
medium.
like?
Yeah, medium.
I don't
That is
think
a special kind of stupid.
no, there's no such thing as a stupid
Well,
question, just
oh, I
stupid
know,
people.
but
I never understood it either because medium's a size.
Yes,
it's not a
that's
heat.
what I don't.
It's medium heat.
But it could be
Don't
mild.
try it.
I want the
There-
large salsa. I want the small salsa. I want the medium salsa.
It's just I
make
hate.
her
I
feel
hate
better. That was
that.
a dumb question.
No, it's not a dumb question. No such thing. My teacher said. My
Well,
mommy
your
told
teacher
me.
was wrong. Anyway, so,
All right, so
now
this
in
is-
Jewel,
this
in
is the
Fresh
medium.
Time,
Yeah.
mild, medium, hot. And are you in other stores or these are just the places? Fresh Time and Jewel.
Fresh Time Jewel, and then I just got into Piggly Wiggly a month ago.
Oh,
Shop
Wiggling
the
Pig.
pig.
Shop the
Shop the
pig.
pig.
Yeah.
The pig.
So how do you go from I'm making it at home to you needed to mass produce it? And is it because I had it when you were that first time I had it, you with your hands made it.
Right.
This hot today, you with your hands made it, right?
Correct.
But the stuff has got to be mass produced for all these
Correct.
stores.
So
How do you because it's the same from what you gave me to what I got at the store is
it's the recipe.
no difference.
It's the recipe.
But they're mass producing it, so it's got to be.
So that afternoon when I was told Jewel wanted it at my son's baseball game, that he said tomorrow I have an appointment with you at a co-packer. So a co-packer makes your recipe, gets it into containers, into cases on pallets, and gets it into stores.
But they got to make it to your.
Exactly. So you send them the
How
recipe.
do you trust them?
But you
it's
get
a
to
trust
try
fall.
it.
Well, you
Did
sign
they-
a
did they F it
non-disclosure
up?
agreement.
Were
So
they- Non-disclosure, they can't tell people what your thing
right,
is.
yeah, they can't make it for somebody else. They can't make it for themselves. It's
Okay.
got to be secret. So
And did it take them multiple efforts to get it right, or did they get it right immediately?
it was a couple of trips to
Yeah.
the co-packer. So immediately the next day I was at one. I didn't choose that one.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
and now I'm on the hunt for one because I didn't want that guy to make it. But now I had to go find one myself. So it was, and I had 2 months deadline to get it in. So, and I'm not even in the industry, and I'm like,
You don't know
hunting.
what you're doing.
I don't
It's
know
kinda-
what I'm Yeah. So reaching out to friends, a lot of people who are in private equity, and people who know people, and talk to presidents of salsa companies, and they're dropping names, and I'm reaching out to ones around the Midwest, and I settled on one, sent my recipe to them, and went out there and visited them.
They got it right.
Nailed it, and got it on the shelf in
Yeah.
August of 22, so a little over a year ago. So it's been about 13 months.
How much salsa are you? Because you quit the regular. Are you? So you're the salsa king. How much salsa are you moving? Do you have an amount? Like how much right now?
Well, Jewel's getting 2,100 cases this morning.
Okay.
So
2,100
6 in a case.
cases?
What's in a case?
6 in a
Yeah,
case.
yeah.
Well, they have 188 stores. So think about it. If they wanted 6 mild in every store, they'd have to order about 200
Yeah.
cases. So
Well, the problem was when it first started going there, I would go and they ran out. They were running out.
especially if you're going to Gurnee. Gurney's like the
They run
second
out.
best selling
That's
store
where I go.
for me.
They would run out. Yeah.
That's because that's where Tom shops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
And then
I would go and get. The first time I saw the hot in the store, I
You
got
bought 'em all.
I'm a dick. I got 2. Yeah. I'm like, screw the other.
you go.
And I think that was it. I think that was it for the hot. Yeah.
yeah, and then they'll do buy one get ones a lot too.
Yeah. The first one you first went in, it was BOGO. I'm like, well, I'm gonna get this.
Yeah. Jewel is a really good partner. They like the first month that I was in there, they bought 3,000 cases.
Yeah.
And put me in my own cooler, like those mobile coolers,
Kind
right?
of a
When-
launch.
how cool
Yeah.
is that?
yeah, right. When you walk in the
Mhm.
produce department, it's the first cooler you see. And then
Yeah.
my banner that you see here on the table right here, I had to buy 200 banners. It was like $6,000 to buy 200 banners and put them in every Jewel store.
People don't know this how the territorial it is, and you got to fight for space. And for them to do that, and for them to be who they are to do that, they obviously are impressed with your product. You're sweating. Your own product makes you sweat. Your own product makes you sweat.
This wait a second. Did you give me mild or medium?
Medium.
Medium.
It's warm too.
Medium is hotter than mild.
Yeah. Thank
Yes.
you, Leah,
Yeah,
for
no
that.
problem.
She's
Yeah.
learning. She's learning.
So good.
Yeah. They're all good.
So good.
Yeah.
I am not the only person who's asked that question before.
Okay.
No.
But your own product makes you're not used to it. You haven't built up a tolerance.
No, I'm actually running around a little bit
I was
here,
just gonna say,
serving
Marty-
everybody
No,
and
it's-
setting up
it's
the
the
floor.
cardio.
No, wait a
Yeah.
second. No offense, but Marty was sweating before he even
All right,
started
all right,
eating.
all right.
Yeah, I was setting the table up.
He's
But
got
it's
getting-
good. It's
playing-
good.
It's very
Has
good.
anybody
Your
had
server.
Has anybody had the mild? I feel like it's the
Oh, I
ugly.
feel like I'll
it's the
do that
ugly
after the break
stepchild
here,
or
yeah.
something.
I didn't bring them out.
I
Okay,
don't
good.
want this
Oh,
day
good.
to end.
Yeah.
You guys poo-pooed the mild when I was watching you yesterday.
Yeah, what's the point? I mean, either bleep or get off the pot.
Right,
And by
right,
the way,
right.
if you bleep, Salsa King Salsa, it's hot in your mouth, but not out your butt.
Yeah, so that should be the shirt. Hot in
Yeah,
your mouth
yeah.
in the front,
I wanna
not on your butt with an arrow pointing down.
I want to talk about
On the
the,
back.
the Salsa King and your title coming up next. We'll see about that. If you really are the Salsa King, I will make a determination. That is on the way. Next is Happy Hour with the Salsa King of Chicago on Will Rock. Yeah, we got a lot. We're getting behind here. Leah just says, quoting now, the Salsa King of Chicago is here, by the way. Marty's here. Leah, quoting now, I would bathe in that.
I would.
While we're up there. Marty's reply, might burn your privates. She's already got a burning sensation there, so I don't know that she'd notice.
How do you know?
Oh, you use that ointment. Okay, good.
Thanks for the suggestion. It worked wonders.
So what were you talking? But you weren't talking about the salsa. So now
I was not.
Suddenly you're making other stuff than salsa.
You're not just the salsa king.
Is this a family recipe too? There's a dip and there's guacamole looking stuff. And what is there? What are the things? Hold on here. What do you?
Next item that I had brought in after the hot came out in August. So this is what's called Mexicali dip. So Mexicali dip is made by multiple companies.
Okay.
I'm not the one to come up with it, but this is my recipe. So
Mexicali dip.
Love it.
It's like a cheese-based. I've never heard of Mexicali dip.
Yeah, a lot of people haven't. I've talked to people at farmers markets, just friends, family. You've ever heard of Mexicali dip? Like 3 people had heard of Mexicali dip.
I don't know.
The answer is yes.
You've
I
heard
have,
of it?
and yes.
This is
This
This
is
is.
oh my good. I bathe in this.
Well, that's not what I was even talking
I know,
about.
that's
though.
even better.
Rub a dub, 3 of us in a tub. Yeah.
I'm sick that day.
So I got tipped off that Jewel wanted it. I talked to my broker, and he happened to say, "Yeah, Jewel's asking me to go buy a Mexicali dip from a certain store." And I went and got that one and saw their recipe and started on the hunt to find a co-packer to make it for me. So I have another co-packer besides the one that's making my salsa that now makes my Mexicali dip.
Man, you're in a
This is
bed with a
amazing.
lot of co-packers.
I agree. Go Packers. 100%.
You're
You're in Piggly Wiggly now, Marty. You better learn Go Packers.
right. So yeah, that's
can
a big deal.
Honest
I'm
to God.
having some of your chips.
Here's
Marty.
what I'm doing. I'm looking for the smaller chips because I want a high proportion of dip to chip with this Mexicali dip.
It's so good.
That's a lot of dip for a chip. But
Yeah, so that's a cream cheese base, which most of the Mexicali dips are different types of cheeses. Mine's a cream cheese base. It's cool. It's refreshing. It's all fresh ingredients.
right, it's going my mouth down after the hot. Yeah.
That's a medium heat too. So there are pickled jalapenos, like when you go to a ballpark or ball game, and you get those
on the
sliced
nachos.
jalapenos.
Yeah.
And on the nachos. So that's they're
Well,
chopped
that's
up.
exactly what it reminds me of too.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's yummy.
So really good cold. Starting to promote it to heat it up too. So eat it
Well, you
warm.
might get like in the microwave and then
Yeah. Only
See,
like
I get cold because it's cooling me down. I'm stopping sweating from the hot salsa king salsa.
and then other recipes that you could put it on. A lot of people are putting on their chickens, their burgers.
Ooh, your burger, your hot dog, your brat, your
Right.
This sounds like an hour-long commercial, and it's not. I'm really doing this
so good.
as a public service. If you've not had Salsa King salsa or the Mexicali dip, this is my first time having that. Go get yourself some.
This is a public service announcement.
It is good stuff. It really
Thank you.
is.
Thank
So
you.
we're gonna talk about your nickname. I might have a beef with that though. And I'm gonna be honest. I will be completely honest. Okay. If it's a negative thing, we can still be friends. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Sammy Hagar's birthday today. Leah didn't know this
so
song.
crazy.
The
I
Red-
do know it.
The Red Rocker turned 76 today. Happy birthday, Sammy. So
The
that's
story you're
Sammy
telling us?
Hagar. It's his birthday today. I Can't Drive 55 came out
I
in
can't believe
1984
that it's his birthday
on
today.
VOA, which is also a good song.
I can't believe all this came up
On
and
his
then
birthday.
you looked it up and it was
today is
his
birthday. It was like natural.
What?
Yeah. I got
I
friends
know
that
that
are at
song.
Cabo Wabo. I've been there. I've seen him there in Cabo. And
Does he live there? I don't understand.
He has a bar there. A Cabo
Oh.
Wabo bar is there, and he's having concerts this week for his birthday. We were there last year this time. No, 2 years ago this time, and 3 years ago this time. We were in Cabo for it. Happy birthday to the Red Rocker. I had a T-shirt. It was one of my best T-shirts. I went and saw him on the VOA tour, and the T-shirt was the 55 with the red circle through it and the slash through it. On the front, it was like a traffic sign, and it glowed in the dark. Like you know how signs when they get hit by the lights, you'd turn the lights out and it would glow in the dark. I had the Quiet Riot one with the mask, and that glowed in the dark. I got rid of them all because I thought this is going to give me cancer. It's glowing in the dark in my chest. Or maybe like leprosy, or I don't know, because stuff that glows on you can't be good for you, right?
I don't know. You take the glow sticks and you put them in your mouth when you're at a rage.
Yeah, no, see, haven't done that.
No?
I've seen a glow stick break in somebody's mouth, and I'm like, I'm never putting a glow
It's not
stick in my mouth.
toxic.
Not drinking it.
Okay, speaking of drinking it, can I pour this on
That's
my
smart.
body?
Now, this is a green dip, Marty. I don't know this one either.
This one's not out yet.
Why are you diversifying? So, what is the green one? Is it like
Salsa.
guacamole?
It's an avocado salsa.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even take a bite of the chip yet. I just licked it.
This one's a
Well, you
game,
gotta lick it before you chip it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
this one's a game changer.
I'm anti-avocado. So if it sucks, I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
I'm not anti-avocado,
Nope.
but they are pointless. You have to put things with
This
them.
is what I said I'm bathing in.
You have to put things with them. This is a game changer.
Try this
No
one.
problem.
Well, there's a little heat there, isn't there?
Oh yeah, serrano peppers.
And is it
like a medium plus.
tomatillos or
Correct. So it's like a verde
It's like a salsa verde.
with
I would try this.
avocados blended in.
I always choose the
Like a
green
creamy
sauce.
avocado
Oh my
background.
gosh, this is so good.
I tell you, this is delicious.
And you don't like avocados.
I don't dislike them. I just think they're pointless, but you have to put them with something, which
Right.
is what you did.
Right.
The second one was better than the first.
Mhm.
It's growing on me.
Let me tell you,
It is not as good as the salsa. Nothing is.
Well,
Salsa King salsa, there's something in it that makes it addicting.
I don't know.
So Jewel saw this within the last couple weeks.
Do you
Yeah.
want to
then
dip in mine, Tim?
Kroger as well. So I presented
more
to Kroger
Kroger.
in a Shark Tank kind of presentation
Oh, really?
a couple weeks ago at Mariano's, downtown Chicago.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room. You're wearing a t-shirt that says Salsa King of Chicago, which is who you are. And I was introduced to you that way. This is before it was in Jewel. I knew you back in the day. We go way back.
Right. 2 years.
When he first became
Remember,
the
I
salsa
started
king.
the company 2 years ago.
To the beginning. I was there at the beginning. And I was a supporter early on before you were in all these. I'm just laying the
Supporter,
groundwork.
as in you ate his salsa.
When he goes on one of those below deck yacht trips and he takes friends, there's like 8 people. I want to be in the 8. So I'm laying the groundwork now. Because this salsa is going to be worldwide.
Is it my yacht that we're
No,
going
you
on?
just rent it for a week and you take like 7 friends.
I thought we were going to wrap
Watch
the-
below decks. All right. So anyway, your salsa is that good. It's big, but it's going to be bigger. It's going to be national. In my opinion, it's that good.
Thank you.
But where do you get off calling yourself the salsa king? Salsa is a big thing in the world. To be the king of salsa is a bit presumptuous. You can't give yourself a nickname. That is if you give it to yourself, it is not a legitimate nickname. Who called you Salsa King of Chicago first?
Me.
Yeah, see, it's not legit.
So I'm in the office. Remember, go back to the office.
Okay.
And people are telling me I should get it on the shelves. And as a joke, I'm sitting, with my buddies. And I said, well, if I'm ever going to do this, I'm going to call myself the Salsa King of Chicago because I want to make a reservation in a restaurant. I'll be so famous that they're going to say, you're not Marty Garcia. You're not the Salsa King of Chicago. And I'm going to say, yes, I
you're
am.
the Salsa
You're
King,
the Salsa
of,
King
Chicago.
of Chicago.
You're going to go Shea Paul
Right.
and Pee Wee Herman will be the wine guy. And
And the snooty
Right,
host. Right.
Hmm.
So, and I
but
want to say, yes, I am.
Here's the only thing that may save you. If I met you and you weren't the Salsa King of Chicago, I may have come up with that. I really
oh my
may
gosh,
have.
I love how you're taking credit for giving him a nickname.
Listen, all through high school, I gave people nicknames. All through high school.
So that would have been the nickname.
And they all stuck. They all stuck because they all made sense. I may have called you the Salsa King. So I'm going to give it to you for now.
Because he would have given it to you. And
why don't you come up with your own nickname for me?
You can keep it. Marty tasty in your mouth, not out your butt. I don't know, something like that. Are you gonna have T-shirts made that say on back? Salsa
Tempted
King
now.
salsa.
I have a cricket.
Hot in your mouth, but not out your butt.
I have a cricket.
What's that?
It's a thing that makes T-shirts. I can make T-shirts.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Make me a Salsa King T-shirt.
Okay.
All right.
Hot in your butt, not in your mouth.
No, the other way around.
Shoot.
Why
Are you eating
trying to
salsa
burn
in your
my
butt?
anus?
Yeah.
I put the shirt on backwards. I'm
Well,
sorry.
she's gonna bathe in it, so
Put it on backwards. For some reason, I was very popular at that bar. People coming up and going, "Hey, what are you doing later?"
Your Royal Highness, the Salsa King of Chicago is here today. All hail Salsa King. All hail Salsa King. With the salsa-ready tomatoes. The finest of all the tomatoes in the land.
They come from Italy.
For Salsa King
a
tomatoes.
box.
Are the tomatoes still Italian tomatoes, or are you using domestic tomatoes now? Tomatoes. I apologize.
Tomatoes.
You're
Ohio.
Ohio tomatoes. From the
Ohio
mythical land of Ohio.
Love Ohio.
From Cuyahoga to Columbus, Ohio has the finest tomatoes of all the land. So what's the having your own business? What's the prognostication for your business? Do you think it's going to go national, or are you?
Well, yeah, it's growing into stores. So my goal is to get into major grocery store chains in the surrounding states, like Illinois, it's Jewel, and in Wisconsin,
you're
it's
Piggly
Wiggly. So I just got in there, and it's a big deal to not only in those two stores to make sure you're asking for it, like you had said. Like sometimes you go there,
gone. I'll be like, when you go to the register at the end of the store, and they all say, "Did you find everything you're looking for?" I've never said anything other than yes.
Yes.
Even when I haven't found what I'm looking for, I don't. But because
What are
then
you going to tell them?
well, because you're gonna say no, and then they're gonna get on the thing. We need salsa king, and then the produce guy will go check,
And then, you're
and then it
holding up
won't
the
be there, and you
line
held up the line, and that person, and then it's
you're
time
the-
to pay, and you're
you're
like,
the
"Let me
dick.
get a check out.
Yeah.
I'm going to write a check."
Have you got
to
my
you.
coupons yet?
Did you run the coupons
Oh,
yet?
yeah.
Has
So-
there been a Salsa King coupon yet in the circular, in the flyer, in the
No.
There you go, something to think about.
So You got one of
the little
Flat
Salsa King
Stanleys now.
cutouts,
Yeah,
right?
my little Flat Stanley.
Flat Stanley. Why is it called Flat Stanley?
Well, you remember the kids used to have a Flat Stanley. I don't know, maybe you don't know this.
I have no idea. What
So
you're talking
grade
about.
school kids would get a project to do over the summer. They would get a Flat Stanley. They would color it, and they would
Okay.
take it on their summer vacations. Come
I'll
back,
take pictures everywhere.
take pictures. Right.
So we have a
And
Salsa King
Flat
Flat
Stanley. So when I was in the farmers markets, I would see kids at my farmers market, and the moms and the dads, and I thought, oh, what a great, marketing maybe
Flat
plug.
Stanley.
I can put my QR code on there, have them tag me on a family vacation in Colorado or Mexico or wherever.
This is good.
So then, it kind of took off as like also marketing. You got it in your window.
window.
We
Sure,
should do
we're gonna put
flat
this one in the
Toms and
window.
Leos.
Yeah. Well, there's no way
Very
you're doing a
difficult
flat.
to
Yeah,
do
you
flat.
got pride and joy. And I'm almost an A cup now, so it's
You're working
A
on
cup
it.
Tom and D cup Leah's instead of Flat Stanleys. So you're thinking national and big deal, and I want to ride on the yacht. But yeah. Are you hiring? I think you need like a media guy, and I would do that. See, here they're doing reduction in forces. So one day I'll come knocking and going, Marty, I could go out and sell your salsa for you.
I outsource everything.
All right. I'm the guy. I am the guy. When you're too busy to do stupid radio crap like this, I'm the guy.
I think he's got this guy.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
here's my
oh,
outsource.
he's
Aaron
doing camera stuff.
Aaron
Yeah.
Heckman for I Help
Yeah.
Your Business Grow.
Yeah.
Is my videographer. So
I'm
he
gonna-
comes here he follows me around. He does we've done video shoots, video logs.
Yeah,
if you go to my
I
what
think
is it?
he's-
Facebook
Plug it.
page.
Salsa King.
Yeah, if you go to my
Chicago.
Facebook page, he will if you go there and watch the video log we've done, we went to like 6 homes in one day.
Yeah.
Perfect. A bunch of people in Wakanda. We filmed. I had them all set up. I brought 6 coolers with me for
So
each house.
He does all that.
And we did salsa not only with we didn't really do it with chips too much. It was mostly like on fish,
Drinking salsa. On fish. Chicken would be good.
Chicken,
Eggs would be very
salads.
good. Anything.
Because when I was in the
Put
office,
Salsa King on chorizo, and I would eat it.
yeah. So
Just because I love chorizo.
when I was in the office, I was working out. There was a gym in the building, and afterwards, I'd sit at my desk and I would
Think about the gym.
have
All right. That's how I work out.
a salad with grilled chicken that I made
Yeah.
the night before, and I would blend salsa, put it all over it, and
Yeah.
eat healthy. So a lot of people like poo-poo salsa because they think the only way
With
you can
chips.
eat salsa was with chips, but eat it with your eggs. Eat
Oh,
it-
I love salsa on my eggs.
Oh, this is
Salsa
the
and eggs
number
is
one
the
number one thing people would say when they would come back to the farmer's market. Would you put it on? I put it on my eggs.
Put it on my eggs.
I wouldn't even ask them. They'd say I put it on my eggs.
I put it on everything.
When you're too busy to do this, all I'm saying is I could be the guy, like he's got the camera, and I go, Salsa King, salsa. It's hot in your mouth, but not out your butt. Salsa King.
I liked your little turn there.
Like,
That
I
was
gotta
good,
show him
yeah.
the butt when you do it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
All right.
Like,
Now Rick is here.
Better call
Our friend,
Saul.
it pairs with everything. I'm having a beer right now, which you would think salsa, obviously. But our friend Rick is here, and he's a wine guy. Rick, over the wine. So he brought a bunch of wine in. It pairs well with wine. When I'm eating it at home,
Rick, you could share with me. Come
I'm
here.
drinking wine with it.
Right. And remember, I started this
I'm
in
drinking
Bliss
margarita and
Wine
tequila.
in Wakanda.
In Wakanda.
I was in the commercial kitchen in the back. I was making the kits in the back.
That's
in
where
the
you were doing,
commercial
because you
kitchen.
have to do a commercial kitchen in order to sell stuff.
Yeah, in the farmers markets,
Yeah,
correct,
yeah.
or in a grocery store.
So you met Rick, Bliss Wine, and
Exactly. So he would be sampling and doing like what other wine of the month was going to be, and sampling with the owner. And at like 2:00, the place didn't open until 4. I was in the kitchen, and the owner would come up and say, "Hey, Rick's here. You want to go sample some wine?" And it
Yes.
pairs well with
what wine are we having today, Rick?
Your favorite varietal.
Oh, we're having a Malbec.
We're actually having 3 different Malbecs made from the same winemaker.
Really?
Yep, but
Yeah.
different family vineyards. So these are 3 single vineyard.
It's each a
single
vineyard,
vineyards,
but
but
it's a
different
Malbec.
family.
And
And-
that's the kind of grape is Malbec. Is that
Yep.
right?
Yep.
That's why it's Malbec wine. See, I'm
And then
learning. I
from
love
three-
it. Malbecs. You love wine. Let's drink some wine.
So
That's what
I
we're
will,
gonna do.
I
Wine
will
and
open
salsa.
those up.
Wine and salsa.
Pairs
party.
well.
Yeah.
And I brought
yeah.
wine glasses.
And then Jen Mar will be here at 2. We can go late today. I've never been given a rule. Marty, and this is when I worked for you.
Wait, we got a rule.
There can't be a lot of rules on this show, and we've been at it half a year, and I've been poking the bear and pushing the limits
It's
and
like
trying to
kicking
find
the
out.
back of our parents'
Kicking the back of the
car,
chair. They're not giving us
Someone
good attention. They
give
don't
us
give a
attention,
rat's
yeah.
ass what goes on in here. I can do anything. I could come in Monday and fart all morning for 5 hours into the microphone, and that would be it. And they wouldn't say a damn thing. So we're poking the bear, trying to find out where the line is.
We found out.
Our only rule is
we can't stick stuff in our butt while we're on the air.
we cannot stick. So your salsa, Hot
It
in your
can't go
mouth.
up the butt, Leah.
No,
Hot
no
in your
salsa in the
mouth,
butt.
but not out the butt.
And
Not
then,
in
but
your butt.
here's the thing: not even things that belong in there, because we were going to put weed in our butt.
Yeah,
It was
that
a weed suppository,
and they wouldn't let us.
so it was.
That was
it's-
science. That was
yeah,
medical.
It's meant for
Yeah.
that area.
Research. Yeah.
And our boss literally came to us and said,
He
"Please."
poo-pooed it.
Yeah, I see what you did there. He said, "Do not put stuff in your butt while you're
He said-
on the clock."
He came in the studio and said, "Please do not put stuff in your butt on the air." So we cannot put any of your salsa in our butt.
So sorry.
I apologize.
You had the
King-
turkey baster ready and everything. Yeah.
We had the turkey
Yeah,
baster
yeah,
ready.
it's
Thank you,
ready.
Tim. Salsa King salsa. Hot in your mouth.
Not in your butt.
Yeah.
I don't want today to end.
You're not going to use that, are you? No.
Oh, I am.
Today is not ending. We roll on. We're late already.
Well, give
Happy
the
hour
word.
continues.
Give
You
the
want to?
word.
All we have today for show notes: 2 things. One, Salsa King salsa, hot in your mouth, not out your butt, and Dutch sperm donors.
Oh yeah.
The stories are unrelated.
Are they?
More with Salsa King Marty, the Salsa King of Chicago, coming up. Happy hour continues on Will Rock. We're late, so I got to do Jen Mars, 9 o'clock, 95 will rock and roll, 2K cash rollout word is, 10 o'clock word, sorry. Stones, S-T-O-N-E-S, Stones. It seems like the words are arranged in like an order, kind of. They're trying to be funny or clever.
Like it's going to end up being a sentence or
If you,
something?
like Stones is this hour's word, next hour's word, pretend I didn't give you the word an hour early. Next hour's word is rolling. Stones rolling.
Like Rolling Stones.
There's a band, but it's backwards.
Oh my gosh.
This hour's word is Stones.
Wait a second.
The noon word is hot, and the word after that is
Do you see what I'm wearing? I'm literally
Rolling
wearing
Stones. Sure, you're wearing the 11 o'clock
Stones.
word. The noon word is hot, and the 1 o'clock word is peppers. Hot peppers.
Hot peppers.
The 2 o'clock word is pink, and the 3 o'clock word is they're
No, I'm drinking wine.
Yeah. Anyway, go over the 10 o'clock word is Stones. Go over to 95willrock.com. It's your shot at 2K. Thanks to Lynn Chevrolet of Kenosha, just east of I-94 on Highway 50 or online at lynnchevroletofkenosha.com. My question is, because Rick is here and we're doing the wine, plug the winery or plug whatever you need to plug, Rick, but we're having some wine. You brought actual wine glasses. Give the shameless plug, Rick.
Shameless plug. We're doing La Posta.
La Posta?
Yeah, La Posta. They have 3 different families.
Rick is one of my favorite people, and it's not because he's a wine guy. He's one of my favorite people. He was one of my favorite people before he was a wine guy, but then he's a wine guy. So you're like, oh, you're the best.
Rick's one of my favorite people because he's always been like one of my like number one, I don't want to say fan, but like supporter.
Yeah.
He's always supported me. So cheers, Rick.
Cheers, Rick. We're having
shoot.
Never had a bad day with Rick. He's always in a great mood.
wine. Yeah.
Cheers, Rick.
Always in a great
What is the wine?
Rick and Melody, of
La
course.
Posta. All right. All right. And we stole the glasses from DiCarlo Fine Wine and Spirits. Should I have not said that? They're coming for you.
No, because they're closed.
Oh, they're closed. They're no longer. You know what drove them out of business?
You took their wine glasses.
Glassware theft. Glassware.
go,
If you go to
Rick.
my house, all my wine glasses are not wine glasses. They're Mickey Finn's Santa's Magic glasses. They're perfect for wine.
I wonder
Because
where
the
they came
stem
from.
is shorter.
Yeah.
I stole them from Mickey Finn's. Leah.
What?
Here we go. Let's try this.
Oh, I already
So
did.
sip,
Oh, you do it again?
sip, swirl, suck,
Sip,
swallow.
swirl, suck, swallow. Sip.
You know how to swirl?
Yeah, I did the swirl early, I think.
That is a fine
I
wine,
think I
Rick.
sipped and then
That is a fine wine. All right. So we're drinking wine. We're eating now. I'm eating the hot salt. They gave me another thing of the hot. Watch my face. It goes from normal to pink, like immediately.
Sweat.
I love the hot.
Oh, look at
And then
me.
when you're in the southern hemisphere,
At
you go
first-
the other way.
Oh,
Literally, when you gave me your salsa,
no way.
and this is when you made it at home and introduced me to it. That's warm. The first time I ate it, I'm like, oh, this guy's, oh, look at me, I make salsa. I tried it. I'm like, and when you first have it and you first put it in your mouth, you're like, there's nothing special about it. And then you wait, and then you have another one, and it's,
Life changing, really.
It is life changing. It changed my life.
well, obviously, you're getting a yacht. So you can get it. We're running late, but before you go, you can get it at Jewel's.
All the jewels for like the last 14 months.
Fresh Time,
Fresh Time.
Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly I just added. And if you don't see it on the shelf, the Piggly Wiggly is a different kind of chain. They're individually owned.
Oh, okay.
So
Yes.
like the jewel, they all get it.
Same thing.
But the Piggly Wigglies, they have discretion on what they can bring in.
So
So
if you go and you say, where's this? And when they're at the checkout and they say, if you find everything, and finally you'd have something to show them the flat Stanley.
carry one of these. I didn't see this on the shelf.
That's a little odd if you're holding up a flat Stanley at
Oh,
the
we-
cashier.
Sure.
That's,
I'm missing him.
yeah. I'm sweating a little. So the hot, the medium, the mild are at these places.
And Mexicali dip.
And the Mexicali dip is spectacular.
Correct.
I'm still the salsa is number one. And then the green stuff eventually, the avocado.
Hopefully.
Salsa verde.
They got introduced to Kroger. They
Okay.
got introduced to Jewel.
All right.
So I just
going-
did Kroger Shark Tank, like I said a couple weeks ago. So I'll be in all pick and saves and all Metro Markets, and Mariano's coming up here shortly.
Oh, that's so exciting, dude. Yes, give it to me. That's awesome.
I bought you some swag from Piggly Wiggly. I got
Nice.
these for you guys.
So this is a true story. When I was about 8 years old, 7 years old, and I was a kid, we would walk home from school and we had a club. We would hang out in the woods by the house and we built a fort and all that stuff. And we needed a flag. So we found a long flat stick and we took a Piggly Wiggly bag and we were the Piggly Wiggly Club. So we had a Piggly Wiggly bag on a stick, which was our flag. And now you've given me
Mine is better.
a Piggly Wiggly hat.
Mine is better.
And you have a Piggly Wiggly story?
Of course, I have a Piggly Wiggly story.
What?
Yes, I have a Piggly Wiggly story. You want to know where
Not out
Ryan
your butt.
where Ryan worked when we first started dating when he was 16?
Yeah, Piggly Wiggly.
He worked. He was a
Shop
stock
the
boy.
pig.
And I did shop the pig, baby. I shopped the
Yeah, you
pig.
did. On the front of the shirt, it says Piggly. On the back, it says Wiggly.
Oh, I
Your
love
mouth.
it.
Do
I
you-
love
I-
it.
Not out your butt.
I love that. Ask for Salsa King Salsa at Piggly Wiggly. If they don't have it, tell them to get it and shop the pig. Marty, thanks for coming in.
I also got Salsa King shirts for you as well.
This is a
Thank you.
high quality Piggly Wiggly hat.
Right on.
I want to go
Salsa
back
King.
and tell 8-year-old Tom that he finally made it. He's got Piggly Wiggly swag. Shop the pig. Salsa King Salsa available all those places. You can find him on Facebook. Marty, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Rick, thanks for all the wine. Thank you. Cheers. We're gonna drink some wine and eat some salsa. Sorry, Jen Mar. We'll share with her and everybody.
Cheers, guys.
There you go.
Will we
Thank you.
share
Thank you.
with her?
Remember, when you're hiring for your marketing,
Slurry.
me and him, we will go everywhere and do this because you're too busy on your yacht.
You'll be my yacht captain.
Yeah, there you go. Don't do that. You'll crash your boat.
Give him the hat.
501 Club Party tonight. Come on out and kick your weekend off with us at Players Pub and Grill. Your chance to qualify for the Cabin Fever getaway tonight at the 501 Club Party. Tomorrow morning, I got the Weekend Rewind 6 until 10. Leah's at Blaine's Farm and Fleet in Racine tomorrow for the opening of Toyland.
Sturt event.
Yes. Third event. Racine.
I don't know.
Starting at 10, she'll have that. And then tomorrow at 4, I will be at O'Leary's Pub and Grub for their 20th anniversary customer appreciation party. Come on out for that O'Leary's Pub and Grub in Ringwood. And then tomorrow night, we're going to see MDR at Breastfest at
Sundance Saloon. I got you.
I'll be there. I'll bring some salsa.
We'll see you there. I'll be sweating.
They
I'll
sell my
probably
salsa
be
there.
there at this point,
Did
too.
you watch Tom Tube and watch us sweat? We will continue that. What were we going to do on Tom Tube? Oh, yoga. We won't be doing yoga today on Tom Tube.
No,
Salsa-
probably not.
Salsa is at Sundance. It's the only restaurant that carries
has
my
Salsa King?
salsa. The
Really?
only one.
Oh, there you go.
Just
So come on out
Sundance.
for that. Salsa King Salsa. It's hot in your mouth, but not out your butt. There you go. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you
Bye.
Monday. Bright and Surly, 5 until 10. 95 Will Rock, the Rock Station.